Inspectors. This is interesting. It's a huge part of the transaction, and it's a scary part for both sellers and buyers because we never know what we're going to find for the most part. Now, keep in mind your agent, me, is going to screen that house. So if it's a train wreck, we're going to know going into it. You know what I mean? But a home that seems pretty solid, we have an inspector come in to look at it like a deep dive. They want to find everything that's up with that house. It can get a little bit intimidating, but the inspector's job and my job is to support you, so you go in with eyes wide open. So basically, an inspector's job is to tear that house up, not literally, just figuratively, and then together we come as a team to figure out what has to be addressed. What do we need to ask the sellers to take care of? And then what are some other points that maybe we can ask the sellers to take care of? And then the rest is information for us going forward. One thing I do with all my clients is a year after we buy, we have the inspector come back, take a look at the house. So you have like a to-do list and you have timelines as to when you should probably do these things. So, inspector, they are your friend, truly. A little scary, but remember our job is to work as a team to make it very understandable and basically help you have a strong offer. So something I want to point out here as like a neutral party. So I'm not going to represent the seller or the buyer with this comment. So inspectors, their job is just to protect, to be quite frankly, the seller and the buyer with information. All this is data. So sellers, don't get offended if you have a buyer hitting you with all of these requests. Pick and choose. You can work with your agent on this one, the ones that are most important. And as far as the buyer's side, well, again, we don't want to beat up the seller. I'm a firm believer in let's have everyone win. So from the buyer's side, let's ask for things that are health and safety and maybe some other things that we might be concerned about. But if we get too demanding, that's going to make the seller kind of bristly, and then we might interfere with the negotiating process, and that's never a good thing. So sellers, keep in mind, buyers will come at you with some things, but just look it over and do the best you can to make them happy, making sure you win as well. Buyers, ask the sellers for things that are appropriate, but keep in mind, they want to win too. So inspectors, they help both parties, truly they do.